This is I Make Beats. Welcome to the channel. Hang out with me. We're going to update the YoloBox. Yes, they just came out with a new update 3.6 for the YoloBox, and I'm excited to share the update process with you. So stick with me. So let's just jump right in it. As you can see here, as soon as I turn it on my YoloBox, it says the app update. The update we've been waiting for is now available. All recent new features on YoloBox Pro, except the Chrome key, are packed in this new update. So yes, we all know they came out with a new YoloBox Pro. I'm so jealous. Anyways, so the new 3.6. What are the updates that they came out with? The encoding mode, bitrate control, overlay, scoreboard. Let's see what else we got here. I'm not going to read all the details, but the network testing and speed. Oh, that one is a definite must. That one's a definite must-have. And then 5, the standard bug fixes, performance improvements. So let's get into this. So let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. So let's go ahead and update it. So I'm leaving 3.4.1 and now updating to 3.6. And of course, it will install fairly quickly, right directly from the box. We should see a new logo, YoloLiv, pop up there in the corner. There it is. And that's how you know it's been updated, because that icon, this portion wasn't there before. This is an ending, so let's go ahead and get rid of this one. We don't need it. Alright, so now I'm just going to create a dummy live. We'll just call this test. I'll hit done. I can't put, if this was a real live, I could have the option to fill out my description. I could also set a date and a time to pre-stage it. That way, everybody on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook would be notified ahead of time before the live actually takes place. But in this case, we're just going to skip that process. We're not going to fill any of this out. So we'll just hit create. And now it says, look, open, resume. So let's get this party started. Click on this. Alrighty. And of course, it always gives you that warning if you're using the USB port, which I do use, that it pulls more power than usual for processing. Okay. Okay, so what are some of those awesome new perks that they added to the 3.6 update? Let's check it out. Also, I want to say, be sure to stay to the end of this video, because my good friend So100 has created something that is so dope for the YoloBox. You don't want to miss it, so be sure to watch to the end. Alright, so let's first take a look here at the scoreboard. As you can see, they did an update now. I just changed the gaming name to YoloBox Update 3.6. We can also change the font now per team. Team 1, Team 2. We can change the text color. We can change the background. Right now I have the background as white. And forgive the image, I just have it facing the keyboard just so that we can have something in the screen there. But let's do that. Let's change the background. Let's go ahead and make it orange. Hit OK. And voila, boom, the background is orange. We can change now even the font type. Isn't that just freaking dope? Hats off to you, YoloLiv. You guys are doing a great job. You're listening to the consumer, and I think that is very, very important. A lot of companies don't do that, and you guys are actually catering to the user, and I think this is amazing. So again, we can do the same thing for the other team, etc. I won't continue to do all the different changes, but also you can load team logos, so you can click on there and put a logo for each team. And of course it has its size recommendations, but that I think is just dopey dope. Okay, one of the other new features that they added is the streaming mode. I think this is cool too, because Now they're giving you the option to pick between the YoloLiv server or the YouTube server. So if there's a situation like you're mobile and you're having difficulty connecting, then because everything that the YoloBox does primarily is streamed directly through the YoloLiv server, but now we have the option to choose. So I think that is really, really dope. All right, and next on the list, this one is a big one: the encoding settings. Being able to choose between QC, CBR, and VBR variables. You can choose your bit rate. Now, before we do the bit rate thing, or before we even go any further talking about the bit rate thing, there's also the option to look here. We can now run a network test, so we can see what we're doing, our up and download speeds are right from the YoloBox. That way you have no problems when you set your streaming bit rate. You'll know where to be. You know what I'm saying? You won't be having the YoloBox pull more bit rates than you have. I know a lot of times I'm watching YouTube, and it's happened to me several times, where I start dropping frames, and that is the biggest annoyance ever. But now with this function, we can run a test and see exactly where we are, and then we'll know exactly what bit rate we need to be at. Look at that. That is dope. Wow, I'm kicking. All right, so here we go. Our upload next. My download is pretty good. So I'm right in the 10s, looks like 11 maybe. So now having this information right here, I think it's crucial. I think it's going to, be a game changer. So now I kind of know how to set my bit rate. And I think what I want to do, let's go back there, is I think what I want to do is the encoding setting. There it is. So now I would want a constant bit rate. Okay, I don't want a variable, and I don't want constant quality. I guess it would bounce between these two for me, the top two. But in this case, I could set my bit rate and do the math and figure out what the equivalent is, so that I'm in the sweet spot between my download and my upload rates. And a footnote, look what it says there. Please select the best rate control according to your internet conditions, scenes, complexity, and other specific needs. All right, so as promised, check out some of the cool features that my man So100 is going to be making available for us YoloBox users. Now, when showing images, we have a background layer that we can put up so that you're not just showing a white background. We also have a top and bottom layer to add some character to your live streams. I think this one is really dope. And my favorite, the rotating color layer. This one is by far my favorite, and I'm loving this one. So you guys will be seeing this on my next live. But man, So100 is really bringing it for the YoloBox.